Hey, how is everyone doing today? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the OLYMP Trade webinar. My name is Thomas and I will conduct this webinar for you. All right, let's call this a trading session. Let's get rid of the word webinars. I think it's kind of like an old-fashioned word nowadays because everything gets a little outdated much faster on the internet nowadays. So, am I audible? Is my screen visible? So please let me know. I will read all the messages in the chat. And should you have any questions, also feel free to ask them. And once again, it's Thomas, your analyst and trader with OLYMP Trade. And today's session will be conducted by me. I would like to get some feedback from you guys. So please do text me something. All right. Yes, hello Manish, welcome. So, what are we going to do today? Well, first of all, I opened a few trades. I want to share them with you. So the first active trade that I have is a trade on the NZDCHF graph, which is the New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. And this trade is in the downwards direction. Why? Because we have this kind of like double top semi, I'll say slash head and shoulders pattern. So we have this left shoulders, head, and right shoulder. And we kind of have this inclined level of neck level. So the asset is quite overbought. When we look at it at time frames of 30 minutes and above, especially 1 hour, so H1. See, it's overbought, but we have the divergence. So what is divergence? Divergence is a very popular trading pattern or trading kind of like repetitive pattern. So we have this okay, so how it goes, how do you read it, how do you spot it? So basically the rule is this. So we have the RSI indicator, and normally when the RSI value is above the 70 line, that means that the asset is overbought. Now as we can see, when the trend keeps growing, then usually the chart, the RSI also kind of goes up and stays in the overbought area. And then when it goes down, then the value of the RSI goes down as well. So we can see here it went down the chart, and the RSI went down as well. It followed. But there are some moments of times. So this is called kind of like convergence because they moved in the same direction. Now, sometimes it might happen on the chart. Quite a tricky situation, quite an interesting situation when we have further growth of the chart, and the asset might keep growing in value, in price, and at the same time the RSI indicator is not growing accordingly. And we can see that here the inclination is still in the upwards direction, and here the inclination is in the downwards direction. So this pattern is called divergence, and based on this divergence pattern, I can basically open the trade in the downwards direction. Here's my trade. The amount is $300, and my okay. So let's put a stop loss. Okay, let it be $200, and my take profit is gonna be, well, I think 800 is very good. So yeah, my stop loss is in a safe area. So I mean, if the price if my trade or if my trading idea fails, then there is no reason in like putting a stop loss here. It's just completely fine to kind of put it above the recent shadow of candlesticks. So that's it. And well, basically my take profit I think is in a good spot. Maybe even I could put it even here, like 1000. So in my opinion, this is quite a good ratio between the size of stop loss and the size of take profit. So Let's go Brent, my next pattern. Okay, so Brent, I also opened the trade in the downwards direction. Now let me tell you why. But before I do that, I will take a few questions from our chat. Why is decline deposit? Oh, why is decline deposit with Bitcoin? I don't really understand what you mean. Okay, next question. How do I turn on notifications when I set a price alert on the OLYMP Trade platform? Well, unfortunately, we don't have this feature available on our platform. Unfortunately, that's a kind of like a great shortcoming of the platform. This feature is under development, and I know that I crave for this feature because it's a very useful instrument, useful tool in traders, in any say trader for any trader. So yep, kind of difficult to live without it, but we somehow managed to get by. Hi from Bolivia, South America. Bienvenidos. ¿Cómo está usted? How's everything going? Up to the moon. All right. Is Tesla stock going up today or not? All right. So let's have a look at Tesla and then we'll go back to Brent. So what about Tesla? Wow. Yeah. Tesla. So it's all-time high. So Tesla marked its all-time high at the price of kind of like $902, 900 at the mark of 900. And now before, so Tesla is about to release its earnings report, and the earnings report will be released tomorrow after market close. So on October the 20th after market close. And well, basically it means that everyone is expecting, real good earnings results from Tesla. And I think Tesla is now, I mean, like the demand for Tesla is so high. I mean, I don't even know what can stop Tesla from, like further growth. So I think Tesla has a lot of upside potential, and I think definitely it can go all the way up to 1,000, 1,200. It can basically double in price. Of course, you cannot compare Tesla with. So now the market capitalization of Tesla is very close to. Okay, I will check now. It's close to 838. So when the price reaches 1,000, then the cap will exceed $1 trillion. So that's so Tesla now makes one third of Apple, and income is $2 billion, and sales are $41 billion. Now let's go ahead and compare it with Apple. So Apple, Apple's income is how many? 41 times higher, 42 times higher, and the sales are 9 times higher, 9 times as Tesla's. But the market capitalization of Apple is just 3 size. So this tells me that basically Tesla stock or Tesla company is overpriced, is overvalued. There is this PE, so price per earnings mark or factor that kind of shows you how much should the company cost, and we can compare different companies, and we can see that here this parameter equals to 455. So this means, and it is in red, it means that Tesla is really overheated. And I think that the problem might be that Tesla is a little bit overpriced now, and I'm pretty sure like scenario number 2, and I think it is a 50-50 situation, which will be resolved only tomorrow after market close, because that's when the company will post their results, and we will know exactly how the company is doing. So we might see a situation when the price gets pumped right before the earnings, and then it's kind of like this buy the rumors, sell the news situation might play out when on the earnings report the stock price will drop by 10%. Highly unlikely, but can be. So we're gonna see it tomorrow. No one knows. I cannot tell you. It's Tesla, and no one knows what's going on inside it. All right. anyways, let's get back to my trade on Brent. So why did I open a trade in the downwards direction on Brent? So basically, once again, the asset is overbought. We can clearly see it on the RSI chart. And the price went up from 65 without up to 25, up to 85. So that's almost 33% increase, 1/3. And this move happened without any serious pullbacks. So for Brent, for oil, such an increase is quite significant, because, for example, for any company or for any commodity of high capitalization, this means quite a strong change in price, and that usually happens with at least a few pullbacks. So here, I didn't really observe any strong pullbacks, any significant pullbacks. So maybe now the time has come. And another factor, which is more, I would say, important, is that we can see this pin bar candlestick. So it happened right at the end of the current uptrend. Well, I don't know, I cannot really tell for sure whether it's the end of this uptrend or not. But what I can tell is that a very strong uptrend preceded this pin bar. So this gives me a certain certainty that there might be a reversal. And second of all, my stop loss here, I can set quite a short stop loss, and at the same time my take profit can be quite big. So it's a 1-to-5 ratio. It's very good, so that's why I hold these two positions. I opened them just recently. Well, anyways, so that's the question. Every time I want to deposit with Bitcoin.pay or say declined by issuing bank and unlimited. Oh well, sorry, I cannot help you here with this situation. So you need to address customer support. I just not familiar with all the payment methods on the platform. So, sir, what is mean by X200, X500 while taking a Forex trade? All right, so here we go. That's an interesting question. Let me give you some explanation. So when opening a trade on Forex, each time you actually choose the size of your trade. So this thing is called multiplier, and it basically multiplies the amount that you invest. So because without it, so for example, let's imagine I want to invest $100 on Forex, and Forex, so Forex assets and currency pairs, they are very, very slow in their nature, and the change happens very, very slow. So when if you were to start trading without any leverage, then in 1 year, what is like say change over the course of 1 year? So the change in price will be somewhere around 10% max. So this is not enough, and well, I mean, like, what is enough? This is not interesting for say for the majority of traders. And the majority of traders, they want more potential profit and more potential. At the same time, yes, they are ready to bear more risks. Now, with this multiplier, it basically multiplies the amount. It's like a credit that you take from the company, from a company, from every broker. I think almost every broker should provide this option. And if you use the multiplier 100, this means that your amount, $100, is multiplied by 100. So in the end, you are opening a trade for the amount of, okay, let's do that. So 100 with the multiplier 100 equals to, so 10,000. So $10,000 is much bigger than $100. So if you at the same time use the multiplier of 500, this means that your amount, instead of $100, now your trade amount equals to $50,000. So what this means? This means that every change, every 1% change in asset price. So if the asset grows by 1%, this means that your trade is going to increase by 100%. If, for example, the asset drops by 1% and you have an a long position, so an upwards position, then you pretty much lose your money. So that you lose the amount that you invested. You don't lose your deposit completely, but you lose the amount that you invested in this trade. So that is called the multiplier, and it helps you multiply your potential profits. But of course, it multiplies your potential risks. This is what you have to be aware. Every asset has a different multiplier or set of multipliers depending on the asset's volatility. Because Brent, for example, oil is much more volatile than, say, the Euro USD. And that's why, of course, the leverage will be smaller. But at the same time, I would say the speed, the pace is going to be almost the same. Because, well, of course, if you have a smaller multiplier, but the asset itself, it changes in price, so it grows or drops in price much faster. So that's why, yeah, that's why you need, you can make say a lot of money with a smaller multiplier. So a good question. Okay, an interesting one. Sir, I lost some money continuously. What are your suggestions? So my suggestion first is to diagnose where and why you lost this money. So my advice, my piece of advice number one is to conduct your, to always have a trader's diary, trader's journal. Because without trader's journal, oh well, without trader's journal, I don't know, it's hard. Life is hard without trader's journal, tell me, trust me. So first you need to identify why you lost this money in the first place, and then how you avoid these mistakes, such mistakes in the future. So you never want to repeat these mistakes in the future. So and little by little you practice a little bit, you get some experience, you gain some experience, and then little by little your results in trading, they get better and better. So I just want to confirm, in stock PT, can I sell until I decide? Yes, in stock PT mode, you can pretty much hold your positions for an unlimited period of time. So I would say I've been holding these positions for 2 months now, since end of August. And like I said, it's a long-term portfolio, and I'm not expecting to close these positions anytime soon. So see, my Tesla is a good investment. Others maybe not so much. But anyways, like I said, in the long term, in the long run, all stocks, they have tendency to grow. So, for example, if you use the so-called buy and hold strategy, then you can. It's basically, if you had bought some stocks 5 years ago, for example, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, all these companies, AMD, of course, you need to pick the right stocks. But in general, I would say, like, even if you picked wrong stocks or had picked wrong stocks, by now the market has already grown, and I mean, like, everyone made money on it. Well, anyways, sorry, I opened Peacock strategy. I actually wanted to open diving strategy. I like diving strategy. So let's trade with the help of this strategy today. How can earn profit? So when it comes to earning profit, you need to have three tools in head. You need to have three. So there are the three pillars of success in trading. So the first pillar of success is called trading strategies, of course, because if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know which kind of chart you're looking at, that is a guarantee for failure. Of course, that goes without saying, like no doubt. But then the second pillar of success comes into focus, into attention. And what is it? Yes, it's market psychology or trading psychology. We can call it, yeah, it usually goes by the name of trading psychology. And this means basically how you control your emotional state, how you focus, like how you set your, how you tune your mindset. Because, when you come to trading and it's like on the one hand, you have so many different like marketing materials, marketing promises. Everyone's on the radio, on the TV. Everyone's talking about how you should have bought Bitcoin 5 years ago, how you should have invested in this and that and blah, blah, blah. So there are a lot of the so-called market noise. And how do you not get lost in it? Well, you need to have proper trading psychology. So you need to understand how do you control yourself? How do you keep your emotions under control? What do you do? What you do when you're winning a lot? What do you do when you're losing a lot? So this is a very, very vast topic to discuss. So yeah, and another question from Arjun. Sir, I lost a lot of money on the platform. I don't know how to recover. Please suggest. Well, the most important piece of advice that you can get is to analyze, to now start analyzing your trades. Nothing happens over time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So trading is a skill, and some skills, they require 5 years of education. Medical skills, they require, if you want to become a doctor, then you need to spend 6 years, 8 years to get a degree. And when people come, when the people come into the world of trading, when they sign up on our platform or on any other platform, and they expect to become get rich quick scheme or method, it's not going to be like this. In reality, trading is a business that requires preparation, that requires education, and that requires free funds. It's like running your business. Before starting a business, okay, one of the simplest examples is a cafe. So if you want to start a cafe, you need to know how to run a cafe. You need to get the skills. Second of all, you need to, like I said, be emotionally stable, because you never know when your cafe is going to turn profitable. And maybe last but not least, you need to have the capital. So you need to have so the money before you get you start getting profits. You might be getting some losses. So and you need money. So trading is very similar in this sense. It's very, very close to I would say to business, to the concept of running a business. So yeah. All right. So right now, can you please show how to set a Forex trade on OLYMP? Yeah, let's do it. So I have just identified a pattern on EuroCAD, and I think that the price will drop now. Okay, don't ask me how I did it, but how I found out. But okay, let's just imagine I want to open a trade in the downwards direction. So first of all, we need to select the amount that I want to invest, and I want to pick the multiplier. So the EuroCAD, I think multiplier 200 will be enough. And And then I need to see, okay, apply, and then we have this wonderful tool that kind of tells you your potential profits. So at this level, if the price now drops down all the way down to this level, to this quote, then my profit will be plus 82% from this amount that I invest. So you don't really have to think about these X500, X300, or X, like say 50 or 10. It doesn't, I mean, like, of course it matters, and you need to understand the principle, what these numbers are. So it basically accelerates your everything. So here, if the price drops all the way down to here with the multiplier of 50, then I will only make plus 10, plus say 9% here. So 9%, and it goes on like this. So in order to make 16%, I need the price to drop all the way to this quote. Now, when I set the multiplier of 1 to 100, I can see that the speed now doubles and the potential profit doubles. Now here it quadruples, and here it multiplies by 10 times. So with the multiplier 500, I can see that my gains will be the fastest. So yeah, so that's step number one. So you need to pick the multiplier basically. And then okay, so we have two options. We can set a stop loss and take profit, or we can skip doing this. We can just trade without them. So these okay, where my trades go? Okay, so this trade okay, so this trade on Forex closed by stop loss. So that's a good explanation, because unfortunately this trade closed with a stop loss, but okay, I was expecting that. I always set a stop loss, right? So I don't lose the whole amount of money. In that example, I lost a little bit. Euro CAD, I think. Yeah. So Euro CAD. Now we can either set a stop loss, so that's an automatic order, and when the price goes to a certain quote where my current result of the trade will be minus $150, so half of my investment, then basically this trade will close automatically. And take profit is also an automatic order, and when the price drops to a certain level, apply, and then I press down. So I open the trade, and here I can see in the deal card, I can see that we have minus 150, and stop loss and take profit is equals to 450. And I can see where they are placed. And then I can drag and drop. I can easily click on them, and I can drag them to another area where I want to put it, and I set it here. So here, easily adjustable. So you just click on it, and then you kind of do like this. So I will not talk about trail and stop now, because it's a complicated tool. But anyways, all right, guys, it's been already 30 minutes and I haven't really started trading. Okay, let me go ahead and explain one more topic. So, and the main topic of today's webinar, or the remaining part of the webinar, is a trading strategy called diving. And in this strategy, diving, we have three indicators. We have the 20 SMA. That's the most common and the most simple one. Say everyone's familiar with simple moving averages. Now, second indicator is ROC, or rate of change with a period of 7. And the last one is the ROC with a period of 14. Now, how do we get a signal? That was a good signal, but unfortunately it's already gone. Now it's a little too late. So let me find a signal. Yes, for example, a signal on gold. We can see that the price, the current price, is trading under the 20 SMA, and then we need to have a combination of the ROCs, so that they need to look in one direction. So they need to be placed under the zero line. Now we have the 14 ROC basically staying under the midline, but this one, the 7, is not. So we need to wait for a more clear signal. So if I switch to some other asset, I'm pretty sure that I will find this more. Yeah, all right, something like this. Okay, let's open this trade in the downwards direction. So Dow Jones. Want to show you more, as many examples as possible. So Dow Jones kind of going downwards, but what's more important is that all the 3 indicators in this strategy, in diving strategy, they are all indicating downtrend. They are all indicating a short sell trade here, because well, Dow Jones, the price is under the midline, under the 20 line, the 20 SMA, and the 2 ROCs, they are also under the 0 line. So that gives me a signal for a downtrade. Okay, let's open a trade on Nikkei. Rarely do I trade this asset, but why not? Since so normally the profitability is a little smaller, is a little low on this asset, on this index, so that's why I don't really trade it that often. But anyways, now's the time. So we have a little bit of extra volatility due to the fact that the US markets have just opened. So let us wait a little bit, maybe until the markets cool down just a little bit. It's not gonna take a lot of time, maybe 2-3 additional minutes, and then I can start trading even more. But oh wow, actually I can open a trade now on GBP USD, so the pound against the US dollar, and this is due to the fact. All right, let's do the our checklist. So first of all, what is the position of the current price against in relation to the 20 SMA? So the 20 SMA is under the price, or the price is above the 20 SMA. Okay, so first check mark for up trade. Now ROC 7 ROC above the midline, check mark. The 14 ROC above the midline, check. Okay, three check marks in our checklist. Here we go, trade in the upwards direction. Now, what about duration? So my preferred duration with this strategy equals to 3 minutes. It can vary, and some people use different durations, different expirations. So some they use 5 minutes, some they use 2 minutes, even 1 minute. So that is absolutely up to you, my dear friends. So it's completely up to every trader, because every trader decides on their own whether they want and it depends on on everything. It depends on psychology, it depends on our view of the market, because we all look at the same charts, because the chart is absolutely the same for everybody. And at the same time, some people are making money and some people are losing money. So we have the same. So the conditions, the basic conditions, are the same for everybody. But some people, they make money and some people, they lose money in the long run. And yeah, we use the same tools, the same, everything is the same. But somehow some people are winning money and some people are losing money on the financial markets. So that's the magic of trading, because like I said, it's we all play the same deck of cards. We don't have, say, a situation when everyone has their own their own charts. No, everyone gets to see the same chart, and this is why it's so interesting that well, like I said, we have the same tools, the same strategies, we have tutorials, all the necessary tutorials, we have VIP account managers, we have everything, all the tools, and yet some people are constantly winning money and some people are constantly losing money. So that's the enigma of trading, I think, because we all use the same tools and the same charts. So same tools, looking at the same charts, having the same buttons, pressing the same buttons, using the same interfaces, using the same dollars. Yeah. All right. How long can I hold a Forex position on OLYMP TRADE platform? Can I hold it more than a week or month? Please tell me. Yes, absolutely. You can keep any position open for I think pretty much unlimited amount of time. So we don't really have we don't really set any limitations on the duration of trades. So yeah, getting you loud and clear here in East Africa. Hey, thank you. Hope you enjoy the video, and I hope this video brings some value to your trading and improves your trading. So so I'm sharing the advice I'm sharing the information that basically helps me be a profitable trader, to remain a profitable trader for the last at least 7 years. All right. How does everyone like this strategy? Teacher, welcome me back to trading class. All right. What actually determines your own time frame? Well, I just follow the rule of thumb. Whenever my time frame, so the time frame of the chart is 1 minute, equals 1 minute to 1 minute, then I just multiply it by 3. So if, for example, I switch to 5-minute trades or 5-minute charts, then my default duration will be 15 minutes. So I don't really reinvent the bicycle. Someone long time ago kind of told me this idea, and since then I mostly, so when I use real short time trades, like those that last just um, say when I want to open many trades with a very short duration and expiration, then I just use this rule, 1 minute and 3 minutes here. But of course, I can sometimes increase this time, and throughout my webinars, some of you might have observed that sometimes I do increase the duration by up to 5 minutes or something. So yes. All right, let's open a trade on GBP USD, and I think we have time for just a few more trades, maybe 1 or 2 trades. All right, so Euro CHF, beautiful example here. We went down under the 20 SMA. The ROC7 is under the midline, and the ROC14, the 14 ROC, is also under the midline. So, yep. So it's simple, and well, I mean, why learn trading strategies? So without trading strategies, most of traders on our platform and on say any platform, they just do they just guess. They don't know how to trade. They don't know how to read the graphs, and what they do is they start guessing. So in order to, of course, when I trade, I also do some guessing. I make certain assumptions, but these assumptions, they are based on probability, because I know that and if you look on the chart, you can see that when the price is under the 20 SMA, so usually it drops, and when it is above, it usually goes up, it usually grows. So that is a very simple observation that I think helps anyone improve their trading um, by so much, drastically increase your profitability rate. So it's quite important. And these say 7 ROC, 14 ROC, they are not they don't just give you some random signals. It's I mean, like, they're real. And yeah, they help us better forecast the charts. So let's have a look at my trade. So even though I had a little bit of an unlucky start, but by now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 winning trades in a row, 1 losing trades, and I think I'm gonna cash in on these 2 trades. 30 seconds to go. How about my euro card? Okay, so maybe euro cards kind of, yeah, going upwards, maybe not. Still I have, well, I think I still have chances of winning, so I will not cancel this trade because it can happen that the price will drop and close on the last few seconds in the positive area. So GBP USD closing in the money, cashing in this on this trade. Euro CHF cashing on this trade. I stop on FTT and started on FX. Please suggest, sir. Well, John, I think so. My piece of advice here would be to consult your VIP account manager. See, almost. Okay, I was very close to winning on this trade. Just a few seconds. Okay, now that would have been just a pure luck. Well, anyways, I think I had even off to a bad start. I had more winning trades than in a row, and I think I kind of had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 winning trades and 2 losing trades in the end. So that's quite a good result. I'm pretty happy, and unfortunately we didn't have that much time for trading today. We will do this. We'll do more trading and less talking on Thursday, and I think we can even continue with this strategy. Did you like the strategy? That's my question for you guys, to you. So share your thoughts in the chat, please, so that I know what to do next time. What interests you? What do you want to learn more about next time? So the next webinar is gonna takes place on Thursday, same time, just the day after tomorrow. Feel free to prepare your questions, your suggestions, anything. I will be very, very, very happy to answer them all. Hope you like this strategy. I hope you enjoyed it. So like I say, this strategy is simple, yet very, very efficient. So the trending indicator, the 20 SMA, and the 2 oscillators, the 7 ROC, the 14 ROC, they give us almost a perfect combination of tools to predict these trends, to forecast these trends, and yeah, to basically make money on these trends. And trend is your friend. That's an old trader's proverb. So if you see an uptrend, don't short it. Just join the movement, join the party. If something goes up, just don't try to short sell it. Just enjoy it. If something starts dropping, then of course join the sell party and sell it. Yes, I get you. Especially, I need to place a trade. I see patience is key here. Well, yeah, patience is well, definitely it's part of trader psychology. I would say, yeah, patience and trading psychology. Yeah, these are the very important tools in trading. So definitely. Well, guys, I think my trades, 2 more trades. Do I need to wait for them to expire, for them to end? I think I'm well on my way to profits here on these 2 trades. Not sure about EuroCAD though. This might be another losing trade on Forex, but I don't know. Maybe something, things might change. I don't know. But anyways, everything is based on probability. You can never win in all your trades, but you can be on the right side of things in say 60% cases. So if it's true and you have these many times when you're right about your trades and about the direction you forecasted, then yeah, I mean, it's almost guaranteed that you'll be a consistently profitable trader. So yeah, definitely this trade is gonna close in the money. I can even close it preliminary, but why leave on the table $14? So yeah, I mean, I highly doubt that anything can happen to this trade. And this one, yeah, I would still keep it. We are very well in the positive area for me. I like you. Well, I I like it too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for educating yourself. That's a very important thing on when you trade. Keep in mind that it doesn't have to be a sprint. Think of trading as a marathon. Think of it as your new hobby, your new lifetime hobby. Maybe lifetime hobby. Maybe it's like, I used to play the guitar. I played for 3 or 4 years, and then I kind of stopped liking it. I know I now wanna start playing the guitar back, but I played it for 3 years. I liked it. It brought me many positive emotions and other things. But yeah, make it your hobby, but don't think of that it's a sprint. So focus on long-term profit, long-term goals. All right. My name is Thomas, and finishing the webinar for today, and I will see you the day after tomorrow. Thomas signing out. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you good luck in trading, and I will see you soon, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.